Good dog. I was thinking I was gonna call in it for quite frankly. I could turn my volume down. But from what he's saying right now, I'm not in the mood now. After that little excerpt. Alright. I'm late. I got rid of the chair, Ma. The big yellow chair.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Moving on.
Moving on.
Yep. Moving on. Got rid of the van, the chair.
That was a nice chair. It was pretty
Yeah, it was. I was like, I always, because like these things, I have relationships with. I like have feelings for inanimate objects, what other people consider, but everything has an energy, and that was the chair that when we were in Salem. The chair that we brought from Nebraska that you sat in, it broke. It fell apart. So, and plus we didn't want it anyway. It was Shannon's grandma's chair. And so I prayed, and on the way to the laundromat one day, on the back road, this chair was sitting on the curb with the free sign on it.
Was it what sign?
A free sign.
Oh, free. Oh.
And so I threw it in the back of the big red truck, and that's how we got your new chair. And now it went to somebody else, so I gotta delete the post because the chair is gone. Where is it? What's that noise? Is that Artie? The energy is just whoa. It was a good talk. Quite frankly, just had a really good talk with Ben Davidson. Ben was pretty chill. I didn't know he was only 39. No wonder he gets so fired up about shit. He's still got wind in he's still got wind in his sails. Oh, here's a couple of rugs. I'm trying to find the other chair ad. I think it's in a different page. Sorry, dude. It's gone. It's a good chair. It'll have a good life.
Yeah.
Tried to help the lady. She didn't. I thought because it's heavy. I mean, it's sturdy. So was the lady that same picked it up. So I was like, oh yeah, you're not gonna have any problem. I only paid $2.69 for gas the other day. That was really cool. Yeah. There's still the conversation with Ben. Conversation with Ben and see, that's how I look at it. There's a story that I once heard about a clock keeper that a guy had a clock shop and he wound up all of his clocks before he left his shop. And they're all ticking and talking, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Kind of like that app. Tick tock, tick tock. And then when he came in the morning, all of the clocks were in sync. They were all going in the same direction. And it happens in other instances when you're in traffic, and sometimes I've noticed that I've driven a lot in my life. I wonder how many, if I put mile to mile, how many miles I've put. Anyway. And my train of thought just derailed. I've driven a lot. TikTok. Right. And you see blinkers line up in traffic. Sometimes they're all going in the same, like, as I said, yeah. And so things line up, and and it's hard to ever determine if, like, we get knowings of how things are going to go, or do we create how things are going to go from people seeing things, like literally, like visually, you know, like Hollywood puts all those movies out with, you know, tidal waves and stuff, right? Then science supports it, you know, and then, like, the more and more people start to see it, because there's all these crossovers. Ben has been on a lot of shows lately, and so he's almost at 1 million. That's so funny. Yeah, I can't get 1,000. It just cracks me out. I know what my lot in life is. I assure you, I know what my lot in life is. So, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge, I'm a Hayoke empath. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. We're pretty fortunate where we are, except for it's run by imbeciles. Like, I can't believe, like, the crap that they get away with in this town. I just got an email, because I get email notifications for every meeting the city has. And I get email notifications for, you know, just to be notified. And so there's this email that came not too long ago, 4:25 this afternoon, a couple hours ago. Mayor Pasquale Maestras, whatever his name is, congratulates Humble Brands being awarded $148,060 for job training.
Whoa,
That's a lot of fucking money. So, Mayor Pasquale congratulates Humble Brand Inc. See, the guy, he's an economics teacher at UNM. He's the mayor, and he's also on, like, I don't know, I would have to count, but a lot, many board of directors and nonprofits here and around Taos. More than one. Maybe more than 3. A lot. I read his bio, it says it in there. Humble is a hidden gem in Taos that provides well-paid work opportunities for locals in the manufacturing industry, making sustainable and safe products, as Teo, whatever they call themselves. We are proud to support our homegrown brands like Humble that'll have, see, it's all a club. They all write grants, and their friends all read the grants, and then their buddies approve the grants, and then it goes to whoever they feel like it. And it's so what we're trying to do is figure out how to circumvent it and just do our own shit. They don't fucking care, dude. Around Taos, the new thing is, I've seen it twice, and now that people are saying, oh, they do it, now I'm going to do it too. Right along the road, they're getting little plots of land, and they're building up the foundation and putting up fences and parking their buses there. And I have solutions for this too. Let's see. I can't stand bureaucrats. I fucking hate fake motherfucking people, man. I hate them. I hate fakes. I was in corporate America. I work at universities. I put myself in all the shit places just because I wanted to see how the people in the shit places operate. And I got a real good taste. Military, all of it. Hate fake ass fucking people. And fake ass people don't like me because they don't like to be called fake and held accountable for their little reindeer games and having a little notch on Taos, making it out their own little Lego town. My sister's been, her energy has been visiting me a lot. Her spirit, for job training. They need to use the gym that they have the opportunity to use in addition to their job training. So let's look up the brand or Humble. What is it? Humble Brands. Let's look that up. HUMBLE Brands. Taos, New Mexico. Oh, I was so excited in videos in recent past. I talked about a feline clinic here that is it's a non-profit, and you can take your cats there and have them spayed and neutered for free. Don't take your cats there. Just they don't use oxygen. They use that some dude freaking took his cat on an accident with this waiver to a different place, and then the place was like, "What is this?" And they're like, "This is the waiver you wanted me to sign. I'm not comfortable with signing it. That's why I wanted to come in and talk to you. It says here you don't use oxygen. You want your animals on oxygen while they're under to getting a surgery. It's just, you want them to breathe. It's important." So what people think that they can get away with just because they know somebody, it's just so weird to me. But, you know, as so many people that are starting to see the clocks are lining up, that this earth has the people on this earth has bigger problems, because the earth, she's growing, she's evolving, she's ascending. And unless we figure out how to go with her, oh my goodness, talk about PTSD. I mean, I feel like I went out, and I know I went out in Atlantis. I have my past life, you know, maybe the past life Atlantis is like, you know, what a lot of people are going to see in the present now, because I believe that, you know, for every dream somebody has, it's another person's reality. For every imagined, you know, that's like daydreaming too. Because that's how collective consciousness works to me. It's just like it's like the circuitry in your house. And then once people get to a vibrational frequency by cutting out a lot of shit that no longer serves them, they get tuned in enough to freaking get into all the knowing, all the truth, not all the bullshit. You get past the bullshit. That's how I see it. How you see it, Mom? Okay, so Humble Brands, Taos, Humble Brands. It's a health and beauty shop? I don't understand. It's a manufacturer. I don't understand. Like, how come they can't pay the firemen? And how come they can't pay the dog catchers more than $13 an hour? See, it's just, that's why I freaking am so grateful to be a stay-at-home daughter, and that I had the opportunity to just be with my dogs and mom for the most part of the last 7 years. Because freaking, it's all lies, man. All of it. It's, I'm going to do what I want. Oh, we don't have enough for what you want to do. It's never enough for what anybody, you know. Oh, you don't have the right, you're not related, you're not, you know, you're not the right this, for whatever reason they single them out. People get no's, so we got to learn how to circumvent. Because I'm not even going to freaking fill out all their stupid paperwork. I just want to help people. I don't want to pay the government to help people. I don't like any of it. Anyway, so it's all a bunch of freaking, you know, money laundering and freaking bro club and bullshit. I mean, it ain't hard to freaking see Monday nights and who drives the cars of all the fucking dudes that are in the Masonic temple, the fraternal brotherhood of butt stuff. Ain't no club ever done me a favor in life. I did learn a lot in Alcoholics Anonymous, though. I did. I carried so many of the only thing is my principles were much higher and different than the other people I was surrounded with around the Omaha and Bellevue area. Like, I can't, if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to fucking pretend like I do. I'm not. It's supposed to be a program of honesty. You okay, Mom? What do you need?
Oh,
Or you're just rocking? Okay. And that's a lie. And that was one of the biggest heartbreaks that I had to contend with. Not just like, leaving a good job, leaving a house that I owned that I couldn't sell, which should have sold real fast, but anyway. But just like, because I wanted to be closer to my brother, and then with all the changes, it was so hard. That's why I drank it. And then to find out all these people I thought my friends were, it was hard. That was tough. So, smart juice. That's the talk, and like more people are. See, that's why I have these belief systems, because more people are learning about cloud seeding. I've known about this stuff since I was a little kid. All this stuff that I've known about since I was little. Because, like, God putting people in the lives that needed to tell me what I needed to, because, I always told the truth. So, like attracts like. You find other people that tell the truth. Hang out with a bunch of liars and lie all the time, you're just going to find a bunch of liars. And I ain't never been, because I don't like liars. And I just hang out with by myself or with nobody than hang out with liars. Like, my circle is a dot, because I don't like liars. And liars know that and I'm adamant about it, and so people that are liars don't generally try to get real close to me, So, anyway, Tucker getting comfy? Yeah, he's getting comfy. I didn't sleep last night. I am so tired. I'm so tired. I know other people aren't sleeping. And then it was so cool, my friend called me this morning at like 5:30, and when I get up, I'm like, I'm ready to go. That's just kind of how and I had to get up and get Artie his pill before an hour before he eats. Then I had a blood draw this morning, and so I was afraid I was going to go back to sleep, and it's just been all kinds. The air quality is awful. There's a freaking plane crash. A jet. I'm like, dude, I don't know why people are so competent in our military, because I was in the military, and a lot of it is very Gomer Pyle. And that was 20-something years ago. 4 years ago. It's been almost, I was in 20 years ago. I got out in 06. Still, it's just like, and they talk about all these modern advancements that they have and stuff, right? And I'm just like, dude, it was like 2013. They were still on Windows 7, while like the rest of the America was on freaking Windows 10. Oh, bud, you trying to get comfy, baby? Oh, he don't like the lights. That's right. Sorry, pal. We'll just keep those off. So, and I know about what they did in Vietnam, see, because that's how I knew about it, is because Mom, Larry Hickey, you were with Larry Hickey, and he would talk about how they'd make it rain. They'd make it rain so it soaked the soldiers' feet, and then they couldn't hike and walk, and if you can't walk, you can't shoot and kill. And the thing of it is we never have any business being on any other land, defending, killing, blowing shit up, testing arsenal. All that is to feed a broke down psychosis that needs to be fixed in little boys and girls, that gives them the desire to even want to do that. Pride's a sin. So then I was walking in the store today, and I looked up, I was taking pictures, and the lady walks out, and I said, "They're filling it up, the skies with smart juice today." And she's like, "Huh?" And you could tell like English was her second language, or I could tell. And I was explaining it to her, and she was like, "Oh, wow." oh wow. And she's like, I know it's bad. I know it's bad. I just know it's not right. I said, in the winter they do it for snow for the tour-ons, so people can go wee down a hill and ride up a chair, because this is fun, and living life is just all about you, right? Because you were living in the world of the narcissist. Isn't that funny that every civilization that ever existed has fallen because narcissism, people have chosen their free will, has used their free will to, instead of doing what's good for everyone, they just do what's good for themselves. Just for that reason. Because so many, like, they're their own clock, they all lined up. So all these narcissists, like, you know, it's like people forget where they come from. I want to get a haircut. I want to schedule one, but I don't want to go in at 11. I like going in it early, and I can't until next week, and then, shoot. Maybe I'll just do it myself. Whatever. So I like calling videos on here the same, like, as I hate coming up with titles for these talks, so I'll call them other like, I have a couple other like maybe 2 at this point in the last 7 years. It's kind of how I make playlists. So if you look for, although people search for me and they can't find me, so if you're supposed to, I guess I am not an energetic field that attracts a whole lot like me, because there's not a whole lot like me. So my tube will always be tiny. I'm glad I don't have a lot of people coming in, like, you know, talking too much trash. Me and Mom started watching a show on Apple Plus because I just got this Mac and decided, with that came like 3 months of Apple TV. And then after that, it's like $9. And on all these, I mean, we have Roku. Everything we need is on there between that and Hulu. But I'll take advantage of it and see what, you know, what, excuse me, I'm super tired. But Loot is a new show. Loot. That we started watching. So, I'm real picky because, I mean, it's just something different. But there's a lot of shows I watch. Mostly we watch like the same 3 shows. Because, like, a lot of the new stuff is just so weird. And the way my heart's going, I really don't want to, you know. I'm not really into the whole sex, drugs, rock and roll, all that stuff. So, try not to hang out in those neighborhoods. How you doing, Mom? Okay. Doing good. Mom's been eating good. It stays nice and cool in here. God's blessing us with some coverage. But the sun does feel weird. I went out yesterday and today for and I went walking around last night like maybe a half hour, not a long time. And I was like, wow. My skin's getting tight, you know. I had my water, so I was staying hydrated. But the thing of it's cooking, and the temperature. And this morning it said it was 64, but the real feel was 75. Like 11-degree temperature difference between what and huh? I don't even understand these people. They freaking can't do things. They just make up the stupidest shit. Anyway. People are waking up. It's really trippy. People are waking up really fast. My heart goes out to a lot of these people, really. I mean, because shoot, I mean, I've known what the world was my whole life, and so many of us have. There just haven't been so many that have grown up in situations like mine that have gone so far. I mean, I might be the highest functioning spectrometer ever. The best masking, you know, the masking masker of the universe, master masker of the universe. Master Marge, masker of the Marge, masker of the universe. And that just tells me that other people can do it. That people can do things that, like, I love seeing people, like, building retaining wall, like girls, all these girls. I know us women have been in the trades forever. I mean, I was a mechanic in the Air Force, flight line support. Everybody thinks it's the freaking pilots. They just like to kill people. It's gross. They just like they're like their video games sitting on their couch in their mom's basement, only in multi-million-dollar devices. And one of them just crashed in the mountains. I think I saw it. Yesterday I was taking Luna, or the other day when I was taking Luna to get her shots, I used it as a thumbnail. I saw a big old bellowing puff of smoke. And I said, it's red. It's burning red. And I was like, oh shit, I bet it's JP8. Or I bet it's rocket fuel. Not JP8. Rocket fuel. It burns different colors. Because these people don't... Who has the focus and the discipline to use their focus? People are just, hot rodded out because of all the astrology, all the energy, and they're not grounding. I've been trying to walk around more barefoot lately, and like today I went out and while I was waiting for this lady, I was all wound up, and I said, okay, I'm going to use my hands wisely. So I was just out there bending over, picking up pieces of glass in the driveway. Got a handful. And then I want to get it changed so I could just close the gate, let the dogs run around the whole driveway. I don't have to worry. It's like a little mini fortress in here. It's a little casita fortress in here. Huh, Mom? You like it here, huh? It's pretty cool. One day at a time. That's what we're trying to live here, is just one day at a time. So I'll go next week to get my blood drawn. And then I was going to have the work done on the Suburban. And then I'm going to have my stereo put in. And then there's really nothing else in life that, like, that's like I want that for everybody. To be able to just not worry about a roof over their head. And there's so many people, travelers now. So many people all over. Every time I go by Walmart, there's more people there that because they don't got no place to go, man. And all the people that have people and that they've been born and raised, and they have this big wonderful support system and this ginormous network, they don't care because they can't comprehend what it's like to struggle, because they never fucking have. The mayor on my birthday, when I went in and I say, okay, mayor, here's your housing crisis. What do I do? And I was like, I was in the Air Force, and then I was talking to the lady, because she was far more competent and useful than the mayor was. And she was like trying to help me, she was like trying, and I said, I'm freaking having a PTSD, I'm freaking out, man. My landlady threatened to put me and my mom out on the street with my dogs, and in Taos they don't care. They let people do shit like that. And yeah, there's tenants' rights, but they don't. It's just New Mexico. It's fucking nobody cares. The law, everybody knows the judges are all dirty and they all do gross stuff, and it's what the rest of the world is going to evolve into. And I went to that meeting last night because other people like me care about people that don't have things and places to go, just to provide. Just like, hey, somebody cares about you. Because most people, I'm walking down the street, I'm trying to look everybody in the eye. They don't look at, no, I'm the one that's not supposed to. And then if somebody's so phony and fake, I won't even bother looking in their eye. Because I'm not, they're just an NPC as far as I'm concerned. And life's too short. And the more people start, and then they're like I always think it's interesting how they announce before, oh, this is gonna, and then so all these people, it just psychs people up and creates the energy to create, and then we create the energy that creates the worst hurricane season in history, and but these tornadoes are unprecedented, man. It's fucking disgusting. Either people are going to start having to care about other people, or they're going to have to more karma to clean up. Because, you pass by someone that needs help. We don't know how this life works. You die in the next incarnation, you could be that person. I know in past lives, Mom was like, we've gone around so many times together. In our that like we've been all kinds of like different relations. She's like my life companion, my little ma. Yeah. So anyway, I'm so stiff and I'm so sore, and I keep lifting my dumbbell and it hurts, but I do it anyway. Because I see the consequences. I'm surrounded it every day, all the time, of the consequences of what happens when you don't take care of your body. So, I don't want to be like that. Anyway, that's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.